Hello gamers, how are ya? Gaming Geezer here, and today I just want to get straight into what I feel is the biggest problem in Civilization, and that's the AI. I think the majority of players probably play Civilization single player, and one of my biggest concerns and my biggest worries is Civilization 7 isn't going to improve the AI enough. And I want to really look at the sort of things I'm talking about when I am talking about the AI, looking at examples from Civilization 6 and thinking about how they may change these aspects of the AI or how they might be improved in Civilization 7. So here's a few examples just from one game I've played, just literally just one game, to really exemplify why I feel AI is actually the largest issue for the game. Early on in the game, you notice civilizations really undervalue their civilian units. So a lot of games tend to sort of devolve around, especially early on, sending your scouts in, seeing if there's any settlers that they're leaving unattended, see if there's any builders being left unattended, seeing if there's any barbarians stealing their units. Because despite the fact that the DAI has all of these advantages, it starts off with more units, it starts off with more settlers, it's getting flat percentage bonus to all of the main metrics, culture, science, etc. And it's also getting a combat bonus. It just simply doesn't use its advantages appropriately or to the degree that it could. So you notice as well that AI just doesn't move its units through its empire with the level of urgency proportionate to the threat it's being presented. It will move its units through unfavourable terrain, choke points, rivers, rainforest. It will allow its melee units to be bombarded by archer units unfavourably. I can't think of a single time in all of the hundreds of hours I've played of Civilization where the AI has taken a defensive hold on a river or choke point and made my life more difficult getting into its city. So this means largely the only real deterrent and difficulty of negotiating war with the enemy AI is just the walls they build in the city. And here you can see, all these examples. It's literally just one game. I've just booted up the game, started off with the Zulu, just to show you guys how abusable the AI is. Maybe this is even useful for a newer player. If this is how you can really turn the advantages that the deity have over you, really just purely through the abuse of how poor it is at managing its units. So there it is, really the core of the problem. It finds it so difficult to manage its units, especially contextually, because it doesn't consider the terrain, it doesn't consider unit strength even sometimes. It doesn't consider the disadvantages its units are at because it's attacking across a river. Sometimes the AI will literally just attack into you and kill its units like that. It will move valuable units through your empire, allowing you to flank it. It just doesn't seem to have the ability to assess almost anything that's going on around it. So what is Civilization 7 doing to actually help this situation? I've seen footage of the developers sitting down and discussing things with other YouTubers, particularly pertaining directly to the AI. I didn't feel totally convinced they'd made any significant changes to the behaviour of the AI. However, what they have done is they've got rid of the builder units, so that's one less civilian unit for the AI to have to manage and consider. And they've also got rid of the need for moving units around the map. And I think that is actually maybe the biggest issue with the AI. And to solve that problem, what they've done is they've brought this new commander unit. And this commander unit is interesting because you can stack units onto the commander. They all benefit from the promotions of the commander, and none of the units actually receive promotions anymore, purely just the commander. and you have access to different promotion trees that offer different aura benefits to the units within a certain radius. This sort of simplifies the system, not just for the player, which is a massive issue. The micromanagement is actually probably almost as big of an issue as the AI itself for the player, for the enjoyment of the player. Managing units late game, I've spoken about in other videos, is a nightmare. And this commander does solve this problem, because you can actually issue units to be sent directly from cities to the commander over a certain period of time. Some players have said perhaps even as short as just one turn. So that means the AI can throw whatever resources it has directly at you defensively. Whether that means it's going to assess the terrain and all of those other things that are a very important aspect to unit management and war in general, I don't know. But this definitely helps to simplify the amount of things the AI has to assess. However, a lot of YouTubers that have had the opportunity to play Civilization 7 early have said even actually on medium level difficulties, the AI was dramatically more difficult. So it kind of makes me want to ask two questions. First of all, is the game actually going to be less fun as a result of the AI being less abusable? Is this actually a part of the game that players enjoy? You know, the abusability of the AI might actually be one of the things that keeps you interested, gives you little dopamine hits. Oh, there's a settler I can steal, there's a builder I can steal, I can take advantage of the AI this way and that, and you get to feel cleverer and more intelligent, and like you're playing out of a situation where you're at a disadvantage in terms of the amount of actual like culture and science you're getting, but you're using your brain power to actually defeat the AI anyway. You know, is losing that going to be detrimental to the core sort of feeling of the game? Or is it going to feel more challenging and more like you could perhaps play the AI on a lower difficulty rather than pushing it all the way up to deity just for a sort of some type of challenge, and actually feel more genuinely challenged knowing the AI isn't receiving all these enormous bonuses but is just simply managing its civilization more effectively? I think these changes coming in Civilization might not be helping the AI as directly as I would like, based on what I've seen so far. I haven't played the game, I don't know 100%. So I don't think there's a guarantee that it's a resolution to the core problems of the AI valuing certain things in the game. It could very well be that the AI remains easy to exploit due to its poor positioning and undervaluing units, or failing to see unfavourable unit exchanges the same way. But so far, the feedback from those who've played the early builds just gives me quite a lot of hope. So really just fingers crossed for the release. I'm really looking forward to Civilization 7 coming out, and diving into building more content for Civilization 7. And please hit the like and subscribe button, and thank you for watching. See you next time.